Welcome back, everyone, to Pineleaf on Board, where we're about to begin our 7th game in our Charterstone campaign, where, in hopes that the Forever King decides to visit our village and bestow upon us the honor of being the new Eternal City, we test our new commerce system. And we have to have the highest reputation to gain that extra glory point at the end. And that's something where I tend to have a lagging on sometimes on the reputation track, especially when everybody else is obsessed with getting it. So I have a feeling I'm going to have a little trouble with this one, but I'll see if I can do it. Of course, we have I believe our yellow player, Bruce, is currently in spectral form. So we have to, well, Bruce has to worry about that, not us. And then whenever a player uses an opponent's building with a coin or resource cost, pay that cost to the opponent instead of to the general supply. Thus, in the last game, we were encouraged to use our opponent's areas because we were getting a chance to have extra victory points as a result by using theirs. Now we're discouraged because now we're giving resources to our opponents if we go and use their plots. So we're encouraged to use the neutral ones and our own, I think, in this particular run. But now let's see what we've got here. And what do we want here? Now, we need to gain reputation. And so to get reputation, I have nothing here that gets reputation. Is there anything that gets reputation at the moment? Oh, Bruce is going to be rolling in grain because that is the biggest place to get reputation I see at the moment. And ah, May also has a reputation gainer. So both of them are our main sources of reputation. I have to go to both of them, and there are no neutral places in which to gain reputation. I have to go to one of those two. Now, I could also use the quota track in order to gain reputation. It's very expensive, but you can get it there. And maybe I can get someone like the Maestro in order to handle it. It probably depends upon what cards are up there. Now, what do we want? We got we want private objectives. Well, if I'm going to be, actually, this place right here, if I'm going to be wanting to use this area here, but that's the problem is I don't know if I'm going to get the Maestro or not. If I had the Maestro, then I'd be going down here and not using this place all that often, despite the extra point that we get there. Ooh, decisions. And how about if I take the hoedown hall, put it on top of the cat cafe, and oh, actually, before I make that final, what are my choices here? It was the collector last time. So I have a choice between the gambler and the cat whisperer. If I'm the cat whisperer, obviously I don't want to cover that up. After placing a worker in a charter, or roll the Charterstone. If it matches that charter, gain 2 victory points. Yeah, I will. That sounds like a good one to take. So since I could take that one, then I will leave that as is. And as for the other one, I'm not going to worry about private objectives, so I'll cover up the private objectives one. And we have that one, we have that one, and we have that one. So the secondary ones are all filled up now. Who's going first? I'm going first. Oh joy. I'll be taking the gambler, as I said earlier. And let's see what we rolled here. The problem is that when it goes by there so fast, sometimes you miss what was there. I think it was the winery that just popped up there. or it could have been the inn. Let's see, either the inn or the winery. Because I think the inn just came up, didn't it, during the last game, so that's likely. The pumpkin spicery. That's where you can get an assistant, and all you have to do is pay a coin there. And the third one was, oh, I can't remember. Oh, the pub. Yes, because that's the pub. That's one that I had refused to build. All right. And now any minion. Well, will I want to be getting influence back, or will I be wanting to get cards? Out of curiosity, the maestro is up there. The question is, though, is whether someone's going to grab before I do, because whoever is first in choosing. Oh, I think I'm going to be last in choosing my stuff. Actually, I'm surprised it's there. Maybe. Let's see, robot or. Oh, actually, I'm going to need a source of grain. That's right. And if I'm going to need a source of grain, then obviously I want the of resources so that I'll be able to easily get the reputation stuff. Oh, now put up capacity. Ooh, questions. I think a resource after last game with all those resources I had that went to the obviously Maestro because or Archivist. Ooh, that also is a possibility. See what the objectives are. A proper host. I need 3 hosts. I need 4 different types of cards. And 3 different types of minions. So I've got 2 that I can probably get relatively quickly. Yes, especially if yeah, that's it then. I am going to take Maestro. And because I don't use market all that much. And oh, idiot! I already had a golem. Oh, I really should pay attention to what I already have before I do that. Yes, I didn't need a golem. I needed one of the other because I already had one. Well, maybe it'll work anyway because I may need a huge number of resources in order to do what I want to do. So perhaps this will work despite my stupidity because I am going to need a third type of worker now. And let's see, where can I go for that? Because, yeah. Oh, I can get a chef for 2 coins. All right. Fine. I will have to go and get a chef. That means paying the 2 coins to an opponent, but I'll have to just live with that little silliness that I did over there. And now, what's the best thing for me to do for the first turn? I want to try to get an objective as quickly as possible, and that is to get a 4th type of card. This time, let me not do anything stupid. So I've got a crate, a library. Actually, opening up the crate might give me 2 different types of cards. Depends on what's in that crate. There has to be at least a building card, so I can't lose by doing it, but I will need money in order to get that done, and I currently have only 1 coin. So I am going to take one of my golems and, well, that's a bad time to go to the hoedown hall because that is, no, no, I don't want to go to because the hoedown hall, I haven't spent any influence yet. I'll start by spending some influence. And that'll give me some bricks. All right. And nope, that didn't work. figure than that. So 1 victory point every 3 turns on average, I guess, is what the averages will be then. Alright, so now that I spent the bricks there. Oh, I have still only 1 coin. Is there anything that could get me coins in this place? Absolutely none. Ah, that's why I wanted to come up here next. Is to come up here and grab the grain. So, because that's what I'm going to need in order to do that. And I regain the influence. Good. But the main thing there was to get the money. Looks like I'm not having as good luck as I had during the last game. Oh boy, that's going to be a real pain. Oh yeah, that's right. And we are going to have him who's just going to rake. I think the whole thing with the reputation thing is a catch-up mechanic for whoever is behind in the campaign, because you give them this ghost body that earns them extra reputation. And then on top of that, you make the next game where the bonus is to have the most reputation. So that does make things a little bit tougher on that score. And I wanted to get... I've got 3 coins now. Maybe, just maybe, I should just try to... How many pumpkins have I got right now? I've got no pumpkins, but no worries. If I'm going to accidentally take 2 golems, I might as well take advantage of that. Alright, and I get the 2 XP for a lucky roll. I think that gives me what I need to open up that crate. Let us... Right, yep. Let's see what's in the box. And I'm hoping that'll give me something so I could turn in a VP. Ooh, income, new rules, okay. Built a theater, which can get you extra victory cards. And the messenger. And an income generator is a new objective there. All right. Well, it wasn't an ideal set to have. All right. Well, that gives me a pump, right? I think that gave me a pumpkin because somebody used that. And I can only use something local at this point, and I can't put the cat down on that location. Let's see. I've got 3 different cards right now, so I still need to get a 4th type. I need a guest. That's what I need. And the best place to get a guest, do we have a place that lets you get a guest? Ah, here it is, an influence plus a coin for a guest. I just spent all of my coins. Is there a place where I could put the cat and get coins at the same time? Nope. So I'll just go there for now. How am I doing on... Strange enough, they only have 1 reputation each. I'm surprised about that. And nope on the gambling roll. Did I just get bumped? That would be nice. And... oh, he gets the good box! That brings out items. A jack-o'-lantern. That would have been good for me. Crafter. And the crafter. Yes, so that would have been a nice box to open. And now I can go and grab a... ooh, because I don't have any money, of course. All right, is there another way I can get anything that's any form of item at the moment that could be useful. Actually, no, I don't have any wood. I don't have any of that. I don't have any of that grain. I don't have any of that. I've spent all the stuff that's useful. What I'll do is I will just grab a grain here, and it gets me this hunger thing. Plus, on top of that, it didn't cost anything in order to use the location, which meant that I didn't have to worry about paying an opponent anything. But I am getting annoyed that there are, of course, constantly... She hasn't been using the wood area at all. But I do need money. That's what I really need. And, oh yeah, that's why I was worried about getting the money locations. It's moot. I have to retrieve anyway. But anyway, I've been spending my stuff quite a bit. Actually, perhaps I should... No, that's right. Spending perils up here is not a good way in which to get money. Now, unfortunately, I just keep on being one short. I haven't been able to get that chef yet, and because I keep on failing the coins, and I keep on failing to... I think I keep on getting distracted in what I need to get. So here we can get an assistant. No, I already have an assistant. I need a guest or an item. There's an item up here. Of course, there's no place to get items yet. Oh, the junkyard is here. Ooh. Yes. All right. Spend 2 items. How about 2 bricks? And I get 1. Select card to see details. This is 1 to take. I think I'll take the... Well, taking the cleric is the best one, since that now gives me my 4th type of card. And I didn't even have to give it to another player. Now, I think I'm way behind, I'm guessing, at this, right? Yeah, now I've got 12, so I'm not that far behind. Now that that's settled, let's see if there's any place I can... Oh, I want to do the victory condition. And no one's there right now. That's good. Before I do that, let's see if I could do that. I need 2 more guests in order to be able to do anything. So it's a good thing I took a guest card there. And I need another type of minion. So I need to get some money. Oh, the hoedown hall could be used at some point in order to take care of that one. And I think I'll be needing more grain eventually, so I'll have to get another grain for that. So I'm going to go down here, grab a grain, and card mogul. Good. I still don't have any reputation. Which I've been ignoring, unfortunately. I know I've been saying from the beginning, I need to get my reputation. I need to get my reputation. My reputation's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now let's see. I need to... Oh, the hoedown hall. I'll go right here. That'll give me 2 coins. Good. And I'll grab the... I have no reason to drop the influence at this time. Because occasionally you will have a reason to do it, but like last game where I was thinking, hold on. Let's see. I want the chef. Well, give me 2 coins to Bruce. Hey! But I do get 2 VP for that. All right, that's nice. Now that I have 3 different types of... Right, I have 3 different types of minions. Ah, I got the Maestro. I should be going to the Can't go to the Maestro. I don't have any workers there. All right, I am going to retrieve all and have to go there next. I went through the trouble of getting the Maestro so that I can do this, and I went to my local one anyway. Oh, really? Well, this time, finally, let's see. We have, oh, Divide and Conquer. Good. Finally rep, but I am way behind everyone because there are 5 points left of rep, and I'll need to have 3 of those if I'm going to have any hope in that. Well, I'll need to get all 4 of them if there's going to be any hope of that. All right, let's see. I think the chances that are 0, but if I can at least get it so that I could get 3 extra points. Fortunately, if you're in a 3-player game, as long as you have at least 1 rep, you are going to get at least some victory points out of it. Let's see. I need... Do we have the candle shop up? I can't remember, but we do have a repair shop up, and I do have plenty of those, I think. And going for that. I think I'm going to give up on the rep game right now. And worry about other things. Even though that's going to be a little bit of a problem campaign-wise, I think, because they have... Because the campaign scoring, I think, is selected by whoever has the most rep at the end of this game. And if that's the case, usually the opponents make the choice that is least attractive to me for obvious reasons. Because, well, yeah, they will choose whatever is most useful for them. So I have everything except wood, of course. Oh, that's right. I've been using the gambler every turn. I'm sure I've used the gambler at least once. I think if you have to get the die roll at least once, I don't know what trips that up to being used. So let's see. So I've got a chef now, so I can get back influence if need be, but I wouldn't guess then. Now it's sort of ruining that I covered that up, aren't I? Actually, there's an income. No, there isn't enough income left in the game for that to matter. You could pick up a building card that way, but there are no build. Is there a building card up there? I don't want the monument. Ooh, but the jeweler is up. But I won't be keeping the jeweler once that thing's over with. Well, oh, hold it. Is there a place that wants vermin? I know. That sounds like a word, right? Is there a place that wants vermin? I think it's the places that want you to catch vermin so that they don't have to worry about it anymore. Well, I guess I'll just have to go to the quota track on that. Let's go and head out to here. Nobody else is going to the Skyport because, well, why bother? Because let's go. Let's add 2 perils there, and let's dump the famine in that. Good. And you're going there. Turn in a minion for 5. Okay, for 4. Ooh, and you don't have to pay that to them. Ooh. What do I need to build here? I need a theater. The trouble with the theater is that, right? I don't... Oh, I do have an open one. I can build a theater. Okay, I want a pumpkin and a wood. Hmm. And then I could build the theater. Yeah, and look, he's sitting right on top of the Zeppelin, so I'm giving him an extra reputation just by going there next turn. So I will say I want to... I'm surprised that's the first I've been there. I think that'll allow me to build a theater next turn. I think there will be a next turn. Ditching two friends. All right. And, well, I can't build it now, so I'll just have to retrieve everything. I want to make sure that I do have another turn before... because Bruce is coming along to using the last influence. And let's see what I have. Oh, the ghost has been recalled. How nice. Obviously the theater. Now, it costs 3 pumpkins in order to set that up, and it's way too late in the game in which to make good use of it. That's something that needs to be built early if we're going to use it in the same game that's built, because it's an income action. And there's only one income phase left. And getting a private objective just before the end of the game might not be the best thing. Unless I happen to have 3 pumpkins on me, which I don't have. So I could probably... Oh, did that give me a... That did give me a crate. An idea. And the second golem. And, oh, okay, yeah, nice. How am I doing? May, oh, May is killing us. Oh, and let's see. Well, I'll have to recall if I do anything in there. I'd say it's close enough to the end of the game that I'll have to retrieve. Why didn't he... I guess he doesn't want to spend his influence yet. I will say if someone looks like that they were about to overtake him, I'm sure he would have taken that last square on the rep tack. Well, the one that would have clinched it, at least for him. Now, let me see. We've got... Oh, yes. What did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to use a crate, didn't I? There you go. And... a pavilion? A gallery? And a circus. Well, circus is an upgrade to the fairgrounds. The gallery is an income earner for... is another income. I just built an income earner for those things, and they're all upgrades, things I've already got. Oh well. How are we going? This is... oh, the game's over. I think... yeah, I think... oh, I do get one more turn. All right. So what do we need to... well, May is destroying us. Well, that's going to be a concern. Now, I have only... I need what would get me the most reputation. And I think that if, oh, she has no rep, so if I can get, so if I can get up onto the quota track, so if I can get up on the quota to tie her, then that'll get me effectively 3 extra rep. Add on to that another 3 extra reps. That'd be, I mean, I get to 58 and then the 3 from here. So if I go into the quota track, I think I can, no, not retrieve all. Let's see. Take this one. Go here. And yes. Oh, that was my last influence. I can't get reputation that way. Oh well. And then I'll just, that'd be worth 4. Make sure there isn't a better way to get 4 than something that I don't need before I spend my. I would have spent resources if there were a way to do better on that, but see, I can ditch 2 cards. What if I ditch 2 cards and maybe that'll work? So let's try that. Let's go back here. So if I ditch 2 cards, can I get 4 by ditching 2 cards? Yes, I can. So I will pay any 2 advancement cards and toss away the. Which is the one that I'm least likely to use? Okay, we got, this is the income. I see, I just built that. I've already got one of those. I think I want to keep the circus. We'll see if I change my mind on that later or not. And this, of course, will be the end of the game. Yeah. So the last round is over. May is just destroyed us. Despite the fact not having the highest reputation. Yeah, I was afraid he would choose that. A courier arrives with a royal decree from the Forever King. Despite my better judgment, you are the future of Green Gully. The greatest of you will be selected to carry on my legacy based on the enclosed parameters. Each player will select their configuration of the end of campaign scoring. And the king doesn't like it when you have different formats for that. He prefers if you choose to do it the same, but I'm sure with the, since I was leading with the current configuration, yeah, he chose otherwise. He was in last place under, I think, the current configuration. Let's see. Now, and I get to choose last, so because I would guess I was last on reputation, either that or because of, well, I'm not too sure the exact reason. So I've got a choice of 168. Now, I've been having the most victories, but I have the least personas. So this looks like 5 per persona, 2 for capacity. And since I have the thing with extra capacity, and I've been winning, I think this is the best one for me. All right. 59, 1 point short of getting to 60. Oh well. I was afraid of that. So she won, but I will get capacity there, and he got the glory point for that. And let's see what I do with my 5 measly glory that I got there. Though I guess compared to some earlier ones, that's not too bad. For my capacity, let's see what I have here. I've got, I can keep all 3 of my minions. Advancement cards. How many advancement cards have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different types. I want to keep the librarian. And do I want to keep the circus? Let me see. The circus would be an upgrade to the fairgrounds. The fairgrounds is only a 10-pointer. The circus is a 20-point version of it. So I think I will want to upgrade to the circus so that I have a better result. This is 2 pumpkins, an influence, and this is 1. It costs an extra pumpkin, but I don't think I have too much trouble getting pumpkins. So I think I will go with right. So going with that, I'm going to go with the extra card there. There you go. Now as for resources, what do I need in order to build this circus? I will need, well, the metal is the, and a pumpkin. And I also will take some coal. Good. And I'm going to keep the librarian, of course, because the librarian has been so good to me. Is the circus. And, well, the only reason why I was so anxious to get the maestro this time is I was hoping to get some extra rep. But you see how that went. So I'm going to go with the cleric. And as for minion, keep a golem. Keep the cat. And that ends our our 7th game. But before I go to the next game, let's have a look at how our scoring is. So now that we know what the final scoring is, how I'm doing on here, I'm doing it 574, 532. Ah, yes. Bruce is particularly good at capacity. I'm for sure that he took capacity times 3 and wanted the extra from capacity. That does make sense there, and probably emphasize personas because he's really high on the persona list. And of course, de-emphasized victories because he doesn't care about those. So they're 532, 574, 532, and 562. 574. So yes, it's probably one of the closer matches I've seen. And probably because I'm playing against the tougher opponents there. But that does conclude game number 7, and we'll see next time. And maybe I could hold off May from steamrolling by me because what did she emphasize actually now that I look at this? She is taking personas, and is that much different from what I'm doing? Oh, she has a stronger emphasis on personas and less on victories, which actually, she's got 3 victories. I've got 4. So I'm surprised she took fewer for victories because we're sort of pretty close on that one. But that's it for game number 7. And next time, ooh, what do we've got going on next time? I think we're going to have perils all over the place. And we'll see when we return to our next game of Charterstone.